Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another HD broadcast, and today we are going to be looking at another game of Czech here. And of course, in the last game he played against Cargo, he displayed some extremely amazing and impressive one-base Zerg play, obviously training from the Asian servers, a Korean player himself, where one-base Zerg player is actually the norm. You don't see a lot of fast-expanding Zergs, you always see a lot of early aggression for all the races, in fact. And a lot of the gameplay comes down to more micro-intensive than macro-intensive, which can be a lot more fun to watch. And Czech, of course, showing us how to play, run the Zerg main base dry for running off of Zerglings with speed, Banelings with speed, and Mutalisks even. And of course, he ran that main base dry and then forced to double expand to keep up. But in the end, Czech was able to beat out Cargo, and Cargo not a bad player himself. So I'm really excited to see what's going to transpire here in the second game that we're going to be looking at Czech here. And so let's go ahead and take a look at his opponent, spawning as the Red Terran at the 2 o'clock location on Metalopolis, and his name is going to be JustFake. So, never heard of this player before, but obviously a Korean himself, and he's going to be playing against Czech, who we've all heard of already by now. So we'll go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt, and it looks like JustFake here is going to be going for an 11 Rax Reaper build, not even getting the supply depot down until after the barracks and the refinery have finished. So JustFake here is going to be going for some early aggressive maneuvers here for the Terran player, and I really like to see how this is going to work against Czech, who this time has gone for a hatchery first, gone for a 14 hatch before spawning pool even. And in the last game when he played against Cargo, he was able to hold off the Reapers because he played one base Zergling. But this time he's gone for the most vulnerable expand of all, a hatchery before spawning pool. And I think this is going to be a very, very bad nightmare for Czech in a couple of minutes, because this ledge right here between the two bases just makes it so easy for Reapers to abuse. Spawning pool finally going down, almost finished, but a bunker going up for JustFake right outside of this hatchery, and this is going to be real bad news unless Czech can kill off this SCV, and he is getting his drones off the line, and the SCV trying to get away, but the SCV gets taken out from the claws of the drones, and that is going to buy Czech a little bit more time. Another SCV coming down right now to finish off that bunker, and the Reapers are on the way. Oh, we have Nitro packs coming as well. This is going to be absolutely deadly. The first Reaper almost there, and it looks like JustFake has set up a second bunker outside of this hatchery's range, and this is going to be real bad. The Reaper has come in right now. It is going to force these drones away. And how many drones are going to get taken out by this Reaper? One drone getting taken out. The Zerglings are almost ready, and there are the Zerglings. Wow, talk about saved by the bell. These Zerglings are going to push the Reaper away from the main, but now the Reaper can start to work on the natural. Going to start chucking grenades here, and Czech has to wait. 4 Zerglings running into this is just going to be suicide, but if he waits for his queens to come out and a couple more Zerglings, he might be able to overwhelm the bunker. Do we have a second Reaper on the way? Yeah, the second Reaper hops in right there, and now this is doubly powerful. And here we go. Czech knows his time is running out. The hatchery below half health. The queen actually using transfuse on the hatchery to keep it alive a little bit longer, and now the queens and Zerglings combined running out. SCV popping out of the bunker to help repair the thing that's about to die, the burning piece of metal, and the bunker finally goes down. SCV is not going to get taken out, saved by the 2 Reapers who have stayed alive apparently, and it looks like they are now going to continue to keep the pressure on Czech. Czech here is just in a world of hurt, although he was able to kill off that bunker and keep his hatchery alive, and that is the important part for the Zerg player right here. As long as you keep that hatchery alive and you've got these 2 hatcheries up and running at full capacity, then you can power ahead of the Terran player. But you guys can see JustFake trying to lure those queens off the creep, and Czech having none of that, but now JustFake coming over to the east side to do some grenade damage on the hatchery, and the hatchery really starting to get real low right now. The queens continuing to push these Reapers back, but they gotta stay on the creep. If they walk off the creep, they are dead. They are just done, and there's no turning back. Spine crawler setting up now for Czech, 1 at the main, 1 at the natural. So Czech here really worried about a mass Reaper build here, but of course he has not scouted in such a long time. JustFake's base, he has no idea really what is going on right now. Economy for both players dead even, and that's because, you know, Czech was forced to produce all these Zerglings. He hasn't been able to produce drones. But here's the thing, now that he's got these 2 bases up and running, he's transitioning into roaches, his economy is just going to skyrocket ahead of JustFake, who has now transitioned into another barracks with reactor and a factory as well. We might see a fast starport for Vikings maybe, or possibly Hellions. So we'll keep an eye on that. But JustFake here, his harass largely unsuccessful, and his economy is now going to start to lag behind Czech's. Alright, so it looks like we do have a factory landing onto the reactor, so it is going to be a Hellion and Marine Marauder combined build here, or possibly just Hellion Marauder. We also have Stimpack being researched for the infantry on the ground, and it looks like JustFake thinking about making another aggressive attack in the next couple of minutes when he can exploit the window of opportunity with these Hellions and Stimpack. So he's obviously going to wait for that Stimpack to finish. On the production tab, we also have Roaches being produced here, and those Marauders are just going to work wonders against the Roaches, especially with Stim. I'd really like to see Czech transition into Hydras to deal with the army that's about to come out for JustFake right now. These massive Marauders, Hydras would really do some short work of them. But here we go, Czech here with 2 Zerglings, just keeping the scouting action on the Terran player, and the Zergling's gonna get just roasted away right there on the ramp. Learning a little bit about the army composition of the Terran player, who is now getting concussive shells for his Marauders as well. As long as he waits for the concussive shells and the Stimpack to finish, then he's going to have a great window to attack here. Like I said before, his Hellions coming out 2 by 2, and the Stimpack almost ready. And here we go, JustFake going to come out for another timing attack. Is Czech going to be prepared? He is producing a ton of spine crawlers, so you guys can see his game sense is just amazing. He knows when this attack was going to come, and he is fully prepared for it. He has all the static defense he needs, but does he have enough? I don't know. It's gonna be close. He is not producing that many roaches. He has a lot of Zerglings, but the Marauder is gonna stim and pop these spine crawlers almost instantly. Czech here has to be very, very careful, and he needs to engage right now while the spine crawlers are fighting, but oh my goodness, JustFake just attacking the spine crawlers and then falling back when the Zerglings come in, and here we go. Drones coming off the line as well. Overlord's even coming out to fight. The Queen's using transfusion for all they've got, and it looks like JustFake here is going to take the game. Oh my goodness, JustFake just going to run in here and pop this hatchery. That is going to be a huge setback. Not even the Broodlings can save Czech right now. Czech just taking a huge hit, losing that hatchery. We actually have a Spire being hidden in the bottom location, but it doesn't really matter. Czech now forced to run his drones out to deal with the Marauders. Zerglings, drones, and Queens trying to surround the Marauders, and they finally get surrounded in the corner of the base. And I mean, well, Czech was able to hold it off, but to what losses? He lost a hatchery, he lost several drones, and his income, which was way ahead of JustFake earlier, is now only 3 ahead. So, I mean, you know what? In any situation, I would say that Czech is pretty much out of this game, or any Zerg player is out of this game, but we have seen Czech play one-base Zerg very, very successfully. So, you know what? We might just see Czech pull himself back into this game, but it is going to be a long shot for sure, as it looks like JustFake now is really starting to rack up a lot of units. He's even getting an armory down. I believe he scanned the Mutalisks